I can't believe that happened again. Are we for real, bro? Knicks stole game 2? Ridiculous. I mean, the Celtics were up again. That was the same thing. But we're going to go over everything that the Knicks have done to be able to stop the Celtics in this video. Yeah, dude, crazy Bridges steal to copy game 1. They've stolen 2 in TD Garden. No one thought they were going to get 1 in the series, let alone 2 away at the beginning of the series. I don't understand how that happened, but you watch this Knicks team and you're like, it's a good squad. Granted, everyone's playing 75 minutes a game, but they got a good 5-6 man roster. Maybe 7 man. I like Deuce. So what happened? The Knicks were trailing all game by a decent amount. It was 8, it was 10, it was 16. I mean, the beginning of the game was really, really rough because OG had a 3 that was at the buzzer, a shot clock buzzer, but then they ended up taking it away. So then they were down like, I think it was like 12-0 technically. They hadn't made a shot yet, and it just felt like the lead kept going on from there. And the Celtics did a good job of just keeping it going for a while. It was just everyone kind of working around normal Celtics basketball. I mean, it's not a whole ton of superstar power going on over in Boston. I do like Tatum though. My wife and I just finished the starting 5, so she's a big Tatum fan right now. it's a good one. They were trailing all game, and the Knicks outscored the Celtics 30-17 in the 4th quarter. That's how you blow a lead right there. Score 17 points in the 4th. Yeah, not only did they get outscored, scoring 17 in a quarter in any quarter for any team is not good. Because then you time 17 by 4, and it's like 70 something. So this Knicks defense kept the Boston offense to 90 points at home. That is an impressive feat. You might be thinking, dang, what were the Knicks ranked in the defensive rating and their overall defense the whole year? Yeah, the 13th, easily middle of the pack. Nothing insane. And it was 13th at 113 points per game. That's what defensive rating is normally ranked on, sorted by 113 points per game, allowed by the Knicks. They did 23 point right in between that. There's a net right there. I mean, from what they're averaging in the regular season to the playoffs, especially on the road, can't say that enough. That was crazy. Just a low scoring game overall, 91-90. And it's just one of those Tom Thibodeau, get it out the mud, play good D, kind of good offense. I mean, you've got clutch player of the year in Jalen Brunson. Cat had 21-17. There was this whole thing with like Mitchell Robinson going in and them doing like hack a Mitch. I love that we're just like not doing hack a Shaq anymore. It's like hack a Mitch, hack a DeAndre, hack a White. It's just hack a whatever. Hack anything. Hack any big guy. I put the Knicks in the bonus pretty early a couple times. It was just weird how the Celtics were running that. And then the creme de la creme, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who didn't shoot well. I think OG only had like 9 points. Mikal shot like 6 for 18. Not a good offensive game. But that's not where this game was won. This game was not won on offense. It was won on defense. Because that's what everyone remembers, the steal from Bridges. In game 1 and 2. That's the crazy part. So I think, I just wrote that on my notes here, rant about OG and Mikal. That's what I'm going to do right now. You look at the Celtics and you're like, okay, cool. JB and JT have been there since 2016, 2017. So it's been 8-9 years-ish. And they've been good for a long time. So much to the point where the Knicks are like, hey, these boys are the only competition that is going to keep us from getting us to the finals. And who are their best 2 players? A wing and a wing guard-ish. You know, Jaylen Brown's probably like I think he's like a 2-3. It is like a 3-4. If you play 2K, you get that. You get the whole. So who do they go out and get? Some of the best defensive 2-3 and 3-4s in the entire league. And you pair that with Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, who's not a snob on defense either. He's not just a dead fish, right? And then Cat, who is one of the best. I mean, he was a #1 pick back in 2015. The best 3-point shooting big of all time, self-alleged, right? That's a good squad. Then you got like Deuce McBride, who's just kind of like heat check out the bench. Cam Payne, who's like super heat check out the bench. And then Mitchell Robinson, who's like in and out and in and out. So I really think that OG and Mikal have done wonders for this defense, specifically on this Celtics matchup. We talked about their regular season ranking in the defense, 13th. That's better than average. His average would be 15th, right? But it's not insane enough. You wouldn't look at that roster with Jalen Brunson and a small Josh Hart who's playing like the 4 or the 3. You wouldn't say that, oh man, this team's really good defensively. But in the half court, we've seen in this series specifically, this team can get down and freaking dirty. You just look at OG Anunoby and you're like, not messing with that dude. Massive. He's just huge. And then Mikal is so long. And if their offensive game is on, you better watch the freak out because Brunson's going to be on and Cat has been on pretty much the whole playoffs. And then there's Josh Hart, who's a role player guy, great rebounder. It's been wild to see that game plan actually works. And I don't want to go into all the numbers about like, oh my gosh, well, OG The thought is 2 big wings. Who we're gonna go get? Defense, 2 big wings. You guys do that. Like, that's what in principle it is, and that's how they won this game. JT and JB combined shot 13 for 42 from the field, and from 3 they shot 3 for 12 in this game. Obviously, you look at that and you're like, yeah, no duh, it was like a 90 to 91 Knicks win, right? So what can Boston do here? Well, just talked about it. They need to shoot better than that. A lot of these shots, especially in game 1, that was the big thing in game 1. A lot of wide open shots, nothing crazy contested. Then down the stretch in this game, JT's taking he's taking those, and it's like, what are we doing? Why against really good defenders, right? Like, what are we doing? So they need to just shoot normally. I think, what did they shoot, 15 for 60 or something in game 1? And then D White, he shot 3 for 11. Why is Derek White shooting 11 3-pointers in 11 3-pointers, and he makes 3 of them? Horford shot 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. So everybody collectively needs to just shoot the freaking ball better. But overall, the Celtics team, I mean, this is what we know. They live and die by their shooting. They're a very brash, hard-nosed team when it's like, this is what we're going to do, especially when you get a guy like Joe Mazzulla, who they won a championship last year by doing this, gonna freaking do it again. So 2 games in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot. Now, 2 games that you lose at home, and you got to go play the Knicks away, and they have 2 games to sweep you. That's a lot different. I think that's a lot way worse. But overall, I think that they're okay. We need to see if they're the championship team that they were last year. Porzingis has been sick, straight up, like a respiratory issue. They said on the broadcast, can't breathe, can't run. So that sucks. They also didn't have Porzingis last year, but I mean, their competition last year was not anywhere near this level of hard. I guess Pacers were interesting, but I mean, they were just. And as of right now, in the 2 games, you've lost by an average of 2 points. So it's not like you're getting blown to freak out. There's not a whole ton outside of your shooting and maybe a little bit of tightening up the offense, just a little bit, and the defense, that's going to change what's happening, right? Now, the blowing leads thing, that sucks. You got to get rid of that. You can't keep doing that. That's dumb. And especially when you're blowing a lead and they're already outscoring you, and then you go hit a little, like, you can't, like, just take it to the rack, big fella. Come on, let's go. So as of right now, it doesn't scream championship run from the Celtics, even though that's who I had coming out of the East. I think everyone was pretty much, Thunder, Celtics, and we're not even going to talk about the Thunder today because I was going to make a video on them, and I was like, you know what? They won by 40 points. What are we going to say about it? What are we going to talk about? Cool. Great job. I'll probably make a short about it or something. But golly, yeah, this Celtics team need to pick it up. If they can go into New York and win 2, then we've got a really freaking good series, because that screams Game 7 to me all day. If they can go into New York and win 2, and MSG is going to be popping. Like, absolutely popping. Because the Knicks, bro, if we get Knicks Pacers, because I have the Pacers as a lock for Eastern Conference Finals again. Tyrese Halliburton, that guy's going nuts, right? We'll have to see him play tonight. It'll be fun stuff. But yeah, Knicks Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Are you freaking kidding me? NBA will be peak top of its. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. But Celtics Pacers again would be really interesting as well, if the Celtics can dig themselves out of this hole. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We'll watch them play tomorrow night, Friday night. So as of right now, we got some stuff tonight. I'll probably come up with some shorts. But yeah, bro, good freaking series. That's all we got for today. Be out.